The following is a live presentation of News Channel Nebraska Sports.
And welcome to Grand Island, Nebraska soccer doubleheader coming your way on News Channel Nebraska on a Thursday afternoon as rivals Kearney come to town to take on Grand Island. Brandon Axman with you for all of the action. We're starting off with the girls contest. The Islanders still searching for win number 1 on the season. They're coming off of a 4-1 defeat on this field against Columbus on a Tuesday. Actually was a game where the Islanders got out in front in the first 5 minutes with a goal, but unfortunately for GI, Columbus was able to score 4 unanswered en route to their victory. Islanders currently sitting at 0-9. They're taking on a Kearney team that's sitting at 5-3, and the Lady Bearcats coming off a nice bounce-back win at Holdridge on a Tuesday. That was a 4-0 victory over the Dusters, and that was a bounce-back victory when they fell to Hastings last weekend 0-1 in a shootout in the first round of the GNAC Conference Tournament. Now, that was something they weren't expecting to have happen. First-year head coach Laren Rowe saying, disappointed we dropped that contest, but we just have to look forward from here. Kearney, again, 5-3. Their losses besides Hastings coming to Lincoln Southwest. That was a 3-1 defeat, and the first game of the season, a 4-0 defeat as well. Looking forward to good soccer coming your way on News Channel Nebraska. We'll take another quick break and be back with soccer action when we return. And welcome back here to Grand Island, getting ready to go. Lady Islanders hosting the Lady Bearcats of Kearney. We'd like to remind you, as always, feel free to interact with us on Twitter. Give us a tweet, give us a follow at NCN Sports. We'll give you a shout out live on the air. Just tweet at us, letting us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from, anything else you might like to throw out there. We will give you that shout out, we promise. Now taking a look at the starting 11 for both of these teams, visiting Kearney Bearcats, making the trip down I-80. Again, Kearney sitting at 5-3. Your starting 11 is as follows. Keeper Reagan Heatland, sophomore keeper for the Bearcats, 53 saves so far on the season. You have the back line of Weiler, Collison, Coroner, and Rydell. Then you have defensive mids, Strubing and Vencura, Trout, Levine, Ringling, and Coroner, all a part of the attack for the Bearcats. As for the Lady Islanders, you have Quincy Gomez coming off a nice performance in goal where she had 6 saves against Columbus High. Miettinen, Diaz, Williams, and Palma, the solid back four for the GI Islanders, and the rest as follows. Carla Hernandez, she was a vital person in the Columbus game. In fact, a part of the attack. She grabbed the lone goal for GI in the 5th minute against Columbus. You also have Anna Ganea, Katie Zelo up top alongside Para Valencia as well as Kelly Contreras. She is a speedster that Coach Hannafy is hoping to get involved here today. Again, Islanders searching for their first win. They've had some fairly close results. Things were looking good against Columbus when they grabbed the 1-0 lead early on. Sort of caught the Discoverers by surprise, but the downfall in that game was the success from corner kicks. Columbus High grabbed 3 of their 4 goals off of corner kicks, and all of which were headed home. So you have to believe that Coach Hannafy practiced how to defend corner kicks and set pieces, getting ready for this contest, and they're going to hope to eliminate those mistakes here today against this Kearney team that also has a lot of youth under first-year head coach Laren Rowe. When you look most recently at some of the results besides the defeat to Columbus in the 7th-8th place game of the Heartland Athletic Conference Tournament, that was the closest game so far this season for Grand Island. Fell 1-0 to Fremont. They had another 1-0 decision, or a 1-goal decision rather. They fell on the ride song of against Lincoln Northeast. The Rockets defeated Grand Island 2-1 back on March 31st. And to open the season, that was the first heartbreaker for GI, a 2-3 shootout loss to the Lynx, a team that's sitting at 4-5 currently. So when you talk to Coach Hannafy, he said the potential's there for this team. We just need to figure out a way to put it all together and get that winning mentality and culture to be a part of this Grand Island girls program. You look at some of the results for Kearney. Started out very well. Again, 5-3, sitting pretty good above 500, which is the goal for this Bearcat team early on in the season. Talking to Coach Laren Rowe, saying we don't want to peak too early. We want to make sure we kind of work out all the kinks and start hitting our mid-season form, well, during mid-season, which is about where we're at. Again, Kearney coming off some good wins. Bellevue East, a 5-0 victory. Won some close ones as well. 1-0 shootout win over Omaha Burke. That was to take the Chieftain Invitational back on March 17th. Also have a 1-0 win over Norfolk. That game was an overtime affair back on March 27th. 3-1 victory over Lexington. And most recently, like we specified, 4-0 win over Holdridge on Tuesday. This is a Kearney Bearcat team that finished right at 500 last year. Tammy Anderson was at the helm, came out of retirement to coach the program a little bit longer, and she has since done again, at least for the time being. Laren Rowe, 8-year assistant, has taken over for Kearney. And this is her first official year where she is in charge. Same for head coach Brendan Hannafy, first-year head coach after being an assistant last year for this Islander program. Just about ready to go. Good weather again like we had on Tuesday. Sun's not quite shining as brightly, but the temperatures are still much more preferable than what we saw earlier this season. And the Islanders win a quick throw-in early on. 67 degrees here at the start of this contest. Hernandez booting that ball. And was out of play, so Kearney will have the throw. Worked up to Allie Trout. She is really a focal point for this Kearney attack, leading the team with 5 assists for Kearney. Playing in that center attacking mid role really pulls the strings. As Grand Island looks, at least early on here, to be pressing and keeping bodies forward. Hoping for a similar result, or at least a similar start to the game like they had here on Tuesday. Zelo passes it out wide. Anna Ganea, the foreign exchange student, dispossessed. Kearney throw to be taken by Lexi Levine, sophomore midfielder. This is a Kearney team with just 2 seniors. A lot of young talent when you look at this roster. Several freshmen and sophomores getting significant playing time. And sitting at 5-3, not too bad start of the season. Worked up to Ganea. She finds Hernandez, who tries to get to Zelo. Good defense by Aubrey Vancura, the freshman. Vancura again with it, works it outside. Back to Strubing. Trout with it at her feet. There's that through ball we were talking about. On to Levine. She's going to have to chase it down. Keeps it in. And Kearney wins their first corner of the ball game. Wheeler chasing this one down. It'll be another Kearney throw. Bearcats running a 4-2-3-1. Like to have a lot of midfielders on the field. 2 defensive mids, an attacking mid, 2 wings, and then you have corner up top in the attack as the lone striker. Long throw into the box towards Trout. Headed out of play by Diaz. Corner upcoming. Good ball sent in. And the Discoverers deal with the danger again. Excuse me, the Islanders. The Discoverers were the one who were getting the better of the Islanders on those corners on Tuesday. Counter here by GI, and it's dealt with by Kearney yet again. Nicely done by that back line. Wheeler drops it back to corner. Throw here for GI. Peyton corner. Back to Mallory corner. Again, we've talked about it before, but this Grand Island girls program working more on their attacking mentality, getting bodies forward, understanding that they can be offensive threats. A lot of the style, talking to Coach Hannafy in years past, is more or less park the bus or kept several bodies back behind the ball. And it's just a matter of getting the players to believe in the new philosophy. Right now you have Carla Hernandez up top in that striker position for Grand Island. Williams knocks it up to Zelo. Now Ganea. Cleared away by Vancouver. Contreras. Ball taken away. Good defense by Kari Strubing. Trout again trying to get that through ball in. Good weight on it, but better defense by Williams. This time it's Diaz, the other center back. Knocks it out of play for a Kearney throw. Ball sent toward the box. Williams again clears it away. Headed by Trout. Strong play there by Levine. And we have our first free kick awarded. This will be from roughly 32 yards away from goal. Sent towards the box by Collison. A little too much leg on it. Another look at the foul here, brought to you by Cornhusker Toyota Honda. Not too much into it, but Contreras called. A little bit of a breeze as well. It's not really blowing either way. With the team's sake, it's blowing across the field from east to west. Zelo will try to run this one down, but Wheeler's there. Something that Coach Hannafy and the Islanders need to be very aware of, the speed of this Kearney team. Coach Rowe said that's one of the strengths. There's a lot of quick players here in the starting 11 for Kearney, providing some serious threats on the offensive end. One of those fast players, though, however, is Aubrey Vancouver. Normally playing up top, she's been dropped back to defensive mid due to some injuries. It's going to make it even harder, though, for Grand Island to try to crack this defense. Hernandez tries to switch the field, gets it to Ganea. Booted away yet again. This time it's Mallory corner. Kearney threatening. That one out of play, should be a corner, I believe. Number 3. Grand Island doing a good job so far early on in defending the set pieces. So we're nearing 10 minutes in. This one comes in low towards the near post. And Wheeler takes the throw for Kearney. Another ball sent toward the box. Yet again, Grand Island defense gets it away. Brought down by Collison. See Kearney pressuring forward rather. Everybody but their goalies on the other half of the field, so Kearney right now not too worried, a little vulnerable to a counterattack. They're a team that likes to build from the back, according to Coach Rowe. Mallory corner finds Lexi Levine. She's forced out of play, however, by Christina Palma. Zelo trying to win it back, does. Chance here for Zelo. She runs past her defender, one to beat. And a good help coming across by Avery Collison. Zelo trying to take on that back line. Ball won back by Paravalencia. We have 3 new Bearcats coming on. Almost 12 minutes in here. It's another thing, too, talking to Coach Rowe. She really likes what options she has coming off the bench. So we're a deep team. And not a lot of drop-off when you give some of your starting 11 players a breather. Ganea drops it back. That'll be a Grand Island throw, and we have 2 Islanders coming on as well. Those players being Jada Jensen and McKenna Schroeder. And Kearney enjoying the majority of possession so far here early on. Grand Island, though, equally doing a good job defending. And it created one good opportunity with Zelo running through. Paravalencia tries to find Zelo, instead intercepted by Vincura. Through ball again, a chance for Kearney. It's off the knee and cleared out of danger by Sydney Williams. Keeping Kearney off the board here early. That's the experienced center back being in the right position. Goal kick here for GI. Switched across here to Wheeler. Schroeder battling, wins the ball back for Grand Island. Up to Contreras. Zelo, again trying to run through. Just a little bit too much on it. She's applying pressure to Collison, drops it back, and Heelan boots it away. Heelan just a sophomore keeper, but a goalkeeper that's not afraid to come off of that line. She comes out a lot to boot balls away when in danger. Speaking of danger, Kearney threatening here. Ball to feet of Kudabak. She wins a throw. Couple more Bearcats coming onto the pitch for subs. 15 minutes in, still scoreless. Not too many real opportunities for either team up to this point. That'll be out of play off Contreras. Now a GI throw. Also, we have another Islander coming on. Wind picking up a little bit here. Again, it's blowing across the pitch. Collison being pursued by Zelo. She works it forward. Miettinen booting that one away for Grand Island, but again, Kearney playing such a high line. It's tough for Grand Island to get out of their own half. And Miettinen knocks that one out of play. Another goal kick here for GI. Neither keeper really being tested too much yet. Again, Quincy Gomez, just the sophomore, had 6 saves against Columbus High on Tuesday for Grand Island. Coming into this contest, Reagan Heelan for Kearney has 53 saves on the season. Here's some speed by Hannah Hardy coming off the bench. Can't quite keep it in, however, unfortunately for her. Again, Kearney wins it back. Williams knocks it forward. Center back Williams again. And every time Grand Island tries to get away, Kearney's there. Schroeder dispossessed. Trout with it. This one rolls harmlessly out of play. Carla Hernandez coming back on for Grand Island. Back up top again. Grabbed her first goal of the season against Kearney, or against Columbus rather. It was a good one to open up the scoring. Katie Zelo, the leading goal scorer for Grand Island. She has 3 to her name. Anna Ganea with 1 goal, 1 assist. And Guadalupe Hernandez also with an assist. Chance here for Kearney. Offside flag, however, is up. And that'll be a free kick for Grand Island. Almost halfway through, still no score. Going to have the boys' game to follow as well. Battle of top 10 teams. Kearney and Grand Island. Chance here for Kearney. A shot from way out, and it goes high above the crossbar. That's the look you want. If you're Allie Trout, have a crack, see what happens. Kearney again winning the ball back in their attacking third. But again, up to this point, the Grand Island defense has held firm. We have 4 more Kearney players coming back on. Plenty of bodies to be rotated here. In that game against Holdridge, Coach Rowe was very proud that every single player on the roster got some playing time. This is a team that's bringing back 5 starters from last year's season, 7 in total with varsity experience. Another shot from way out. That won't trouble the keeper. Nice save by Gomez. Right now, if you're Grand Island, you're considering it a win just to get out of your own half. And on their back foot a little bit. Handball, so free kick here for Grand Island. Williams will take this one. Towards Hernandez. Won by Christina Palma. Ganea trying to chase this one down. Another Grand Island throw. And that was an illegal throw. Foot came off the ground, so now Kearney throwing. 17 and change remaining in the half. Ganea finds Kelly Contreras. She has speed. Battling. Nicely done, but even better. One back by Mallory Corner, the sophomore. Headed forward by Collison. Per Valencia. Dispossessed in the midfield. And just kicked out by Palma, allowing Grand Island to get back a little bit. Throw in up to Levine. Ring line. Tries to square it across. No one there. Throw into Trout. Contreras with it again. Goes through the legs of a defender. And there we see Heelan. She likes coming off her back line. Does it again to clear it out. Contreras was trying to find Hernandez. Scooped up there by Quincy Gomez, the keeper. One save to her name so far. Kanea battled off the ball by Levine. Here comes Ringline. "25 minutes gone, still 0-0. I have to credit the defense by both teams currently. Not too many good opportunities for either the Islanders or Bearcats in terms of putting the ball in the back of the net, and that is something that Kearney would like to improve on. Strength is their speed, weakness is being clinical in front of goal, according to Coach Ferreau. Grand Island running a 4-3-3, and they bring back a lot of experience. 10 returning starters for Grand Island from last year, but it's still a matter of changing the culture with first-year head coach Brendan Hannafy. That one's up towards Hernandez. Collison gets rid of it. Trout has the ball at her feet. Works it up to Levine. Trout with the give and go. Here's another chance for Kearney, had it not been for solid defense on that back line by Miettinen. Last ditch rather defense by her, and the junior does her job. Trout with the corner. This is the fourth for Kearney. And again, Grand Island defends it. Zelo. And Hernandez can't keep it in. Trout charging forward. She'll have a crack from deep. Again, that one not going to bother Gomez. Nice save. Stolen away there by Vencura. Williams' solid defense yet again. She is really the backbone of this back line for Grand Island. Williams again booting it out for Grand Island, dealing with that Kearney attack. Carla Hernandez, one back by the Bearcats. Kept in play by Weiler. Actually, they'll say it was out of place, so throw in here for Kearney. Up towards Hernandez, headed away by Ventura. Trout again with it in the middle, one, or at least deflected by Zelo. Now Trout with some space in the middle. She finds Ventura. Up top to Corner. Corner making a run. He's going to have to get there and does. Tries to square it, but unable to get around on it. Almost a half hour gone, still scoreless. Both teams trying to figure out how to get past the other's back line. Kearney throw here. Trout has another one from deep. Again, just too far out. Quincy Gomez, good position. Trout back to Collison. Valencia tries to find Contreras. Again, the back line doing its job for Kearney. Chance for a counter here. Bearcats running on, a real opportunity. The shot sails high from Ashley Ringline. The leading goal scorer for the Bearcats with 6, couldn't find her 7th. That has been the best opportunity of the game for either team. Ringline had it on her right foot, might have just taken a hop. She wasn't quite accounting for, and she pulled that one over the crossbar. Good through ball, though. Good speed by Ringline. Just a sophomore, but quite the threat offensively. Corner number 5 upcoming now for Kearney. And it'll be Collison to take it. This one going far post. Grand Island gets it out of danger again. Hernandez sends it out of play. Ganeo wins it back for Grand Island. And Carla Hernandez was charging down, but once again, Avery Collison's there. Ball thrown up towards Weiler. Brought down by Ringline. Zelo wins it back for Grand Island. So right now, just the Islanders struggling to string together enough passes on the offensive end. And part of that's because of the stout defending from Kearney. Ganea battling with Barty. We have a couple of substitutions coming in for Grand Island. As McKenna Schroeder re-enters. Another chance here for Kearney. Shot is in, and the Bearcats strike first. Loose ball, failed clearance by Grand Island, and Kearney capitalizes. And that one was put right where Gomez was unable to get to it. I believe that was Allie Trout. Correction, that was Michaela Moore, the senior, getting the goal. That coming in the 35th minute. And that is the senior's first goal of the season. Ganea trying to find Contreras on the far side. Corner kick for Grand Island. This is the first of the game. Sent into the box. Carlson's there. Free kick awarded here to Kearney. Another chance here for Kearney to spring an attack. There's more. Schroeder sends it towards Ganea. Carla Hernandez a chance to run on. And dropped safely back to Heelan. Heads up play by Mallory Corner. Ganea a chance to turn. Good recovery defense by Hannah Hardy. Ball set up towards ring line. The sophomore running on. Keeps it in play. Drops it back towards the 18. Good defense by Williams. Help prevent a shot from the box. Here's another one from out. That one goes harmlessly wide. Under 2 minutes left in the first half. Kearney just grabbing the first goal of the season, or the game rather, in the 35th minute. That's Michaela Moore, her first goal of the season. Finding that bottom left corner. Kanea running on for Grand Island. Throw in towards Trout. Still with the ball at her feet, drops it back. Intercepted by Schroeder. This one sent in from way out. Gomez is there. Shot coming from Lucy Barty. Kelly Contreras, she has speed, and here she goes. And a good recovery by Coroner, and Collison, that safety valve, ushers the ball out of bounds. 7 seconds to play here. And that'll do it for half number one. Kearney will take a lead into the break, 1-0, thanks to Michaela Moore in the 35th minute. We'll take a break here, return with halftime highlights, stats, and analysis here on News Channel Nebraska. And welcome back here to Grand Island. Currently at halftime, Kearney is leading 1-0 after the first 40 minutes. Brandon Axman with you. Glad you're with us for the soccer doubleheader here on News Channel Nebraska. We take a look at some of the first half highlights here. Kearney 5-3 taking on 0-9 Grand Island. Here's the best chance of the half for the Islanders. It was Katie Zelo trying to run through, but that back line's been tough to crack for Kearney. Quincy Gomez with 4 saves so far, but was unable to save one later in the contest. That was a great chance by Ringline to put it in, but this would be the goal coming in the 35th minute. Michaela Moore, off of a failed clearance, goes bottom corner, and Kearney takes the 1-0 lead. Again, there hasn't been many opportunities offensively for either team. Kearney, you saw the one going over the crossbar, maybe missing that one. It could potentially be 2-0 for the Bearcats, and also they could have been scoreless had they not had a good shot from Michaela Moore. So Grand Island, they're probably going to have to work on figuring out ways to get past this solid back four for Kearney in the second half. Send a few more bodies forward and see what kind of luck they have. We'd like to remind you that News Channel Nebraska coverage is proudly supported by JBS. As the #1 meat protein producer in the world, they are proud of the Grand Island employees and their shared commitment to the community. JBS, making your world stronger. We'll take another break here and be back with second half action. You're watching high school soccer on News Channel Nebraska. And welcome back here to Grand Island. We're getting ready to go here in the second half. Brandon Axman with you for all of the action. Kearney leading 1-0 thanks to a Michaela Moore goal in the 35th minute. Grand Island looking for their first win of the season. They're going to need a couple goals to do that. starting things off. It's an interception by Kelly Contreras up to Hernandez, as the Islanders are going to have to be more offensive-minded here in this half. And that was Moore's first goal of the season, as Kearney's looking for win number 6. The story has been, though, this back line hasn't made many mistakes here for Kearney. Grand Island also equally playing very well, but on one failed clearance, Kearney was able to capitalize. Ball sent forward by Diaz. It'll be a Kearney throw. Right back to the Islanders. Diaz, goalkeeper from last year, converted to center back. Also news from the Ball Diamond. Grand Island is heading to the semifinals of the Heartland Athletic Conference Tournament after a 4-3 win over Lincoln High. Shay Shanneman, the future Husker baseball player, hitting a home run in the 5th inning to make it 4-3. Islanders hold on. They'll be taking on Southwest at 7 p.m. We'll keep you updated on the baseball scores throughout the night, as we'll be here, of course, for the boys' soccer game as well in the nightcap. 6 corner upcoming for Kearney. Ball sent in back post. Ring line was there, just could not connect. Valencia trying to spring the counter. Instead, corner sends it back in to ring line. Booted away by Mietinen. Throw in taken here by Rydell. Works it up to Levine. Levine turns. Could not quite connect with Vencura. Gomez gets it to Hernandez. Now Jocelyn Covarrubias seeing some playing time here. Sister of Brian Covarrubias. We'll be seeing him later in the boys' game. Throw in towards Peyton corner. Cleared out by Diaz. Throw into Trout. A chance for another long throw here for Kearney. Riedel to ring line, who goes towards the back. And nicely done by Gomez. Up towards Zelo, gets through her legs. Collison is there yet again. She's been that final line of defense on this back line, and she's done great so far. Ring line. Ball at her feet, releases her teammate. Shot bottom corner, just doesn't have enough curl on it. Peyton corner. Now thinking maybe she could have went far post, but she went near post. Nearly snuck it in. Corner with 2 goals and an assist already this season. Ganea with the steal here, but one back. Initially, Ganea again continuing to charge forward, causing some problems for this Kearney defense. Valencia back to Contreras, and Kearney deals with the threat. Chance here for a counter. Zelo. Ganea will take the throw. A little over 5 minutes in. Kearney still holding on to their 1-0 advantage. Here comes Zelo on the far side. Throw into Hernandez. She tries to turn. Collison clears. Trout holding the ball up. Stolen by Peravalencia. Now Zelo. Lexi Levine chasing it down for Kearney. She wins a throw. Contreras sends it up towards Zelo. Solid defending yet again, this time Mallory corner. Zelo trying to spring the counter. Carla Hernandez chasing. That'll go harmlessly out of play. Grand Island, though, wins the throw. Throw in taken here by Miettinen. Hit by Contreras. One back by Ringline here for Kearney. And there you see Ringline's speed, just cut off by Miettinen. Send in the box. Jill Mooney, shot from Trout and saved by Gomez. Zelo here trying to counter, chased down from behind by corner. It will be a corner for Grand Island. Their second. Almost 10 minutes in, Grand Island still looking for that equalizer. Plenty of time to get it. High ball towards the box. No one there initially. Miettinen has it on her right foot. That'll be a goal kick. There you see sophomore Reagan Heelan. 53 saves entering this contest. Here comes Kearney with 4 bodies, 4-on-4 currently. Here comes Ringline running on. Gomez is out. And she stops the attack. Ringline goes to the ground and is able to hop back up. Another look at it here. Gomez committing to the play. Comes out and gets the ball first. Collision was just part of it. Ringline Good to see she's back on her feet. Pulled back by corner. And free kick awarded. Foul on Williams. Another opportunity here for Kearney to get a ball in the box. Trout's going to take it. Again, she has 5 assists, leading the Bearcats in that category. Good one in a dangerous position. Bounces off the keeper, and ring line hits the side netting. Another great opportunity for Kearney. Great ball in. Bounces perfectly to ring line, and she was saying it was deflected and wants a corner kick. It'll be a goal kick here. It's 12 minutes gone here in the second half. There'll be another free kick awarded here to Kearney. Collison sends it toward the box. Valencia battling. One back by Hardy. And Kearney Kudaback tried to get around on it with her left foot. Kearney growing into this half a little bit, though, creating several offensive opportunities here, looking to double their lead. Valencia clears it out. Shot from the top of the box from 22 yards out by Trout. Deflected and failed clearance by Grand Island. Kudabeck with it at her feet. Valencia tries to clear it. Goes to Rydell. Rydell to take the throw here. And that'll be a Grand Island goal kick. Again, Kearney with all 10 of their field players on their attacking half of the field. Ball knocked forward. Pressure by Contreras. Contreras wins it. Finds Hernandez. And here's another chance for a counter by Kearney. Good footwork by Hannah Hardy. Gets it out wide now to Moomy. Throw-in upcoming for the Bearcats. Still plenty of time, but Grand Island still trying to figure out how to create more offensive opportunities. They've only had really one good one, that one coming back in the first half when Zelo ran through. Solid defense by the Islanders. But Kearney relentlessly keeping the ball in their attacking third. Valencia wins it back. Chance for Grand Island to spring something here. 2-on-3. Right place, right time. Good defense by Mallory Corner. This time Collison heads it. Schroeder. Through ball for Contreras. It's her and the goalie, and she takes a shot from 20 yards out. Rebound is there, and nothing doing. So Contreras opts to rip it from far out. She had everyone pretty much beat. Goalie stayed on her line, and a solid save by Heelan. If you're Coach Hannafy, you might tell her next time they take another dribble or two, get a little closer. That was the best opportunity of the game for Grand Island up to this point. But just that alone could provide a spark for Grand Island that they're looking for. Throw in here for Grand Island. Three Kearney players coming on, also a Grand Island substitute. Kelly Contreras, though. So much speed up top right now. The challenge is just trying to get those players released for Grand Island, and that was a perfect through ball. Contreras turned on the afterburners. Credit Heelan for making the save. Schroeder knocks it forward. Another chance here. Heelan coming out to deal with the danger. Here comes Kearney. Ball at the 18. Kudabek trying to settle it. Williams gets it out, at least initially. Another shot from deep, and Gomez deflects it. It was off the goalpost. So it'll be a corner kick. Another save, though, by Gomez. Seventh corner for the Bearcats upcoming. 1-0 your score on the Aurora Co-op scoreboard. 22.5 to play. Dangerous ball sent in. Collison can't settle it. Valencia heads it forward. Vancouver goes down in the box. No whistle. We're still playing. Handball against Kearney. Ring line running on, a chance for Kearney. Sydney Williams recovers. Ball towards Ganea. That'll be a Grand Island throw. Islanders almost halfway through the second half now, going to be forced to start taking some chances offensively. Again, 20 minutes is plenty of time, 21. Miettinen checking back in, also Zelo for the Islanders. Barty up top. Finds Levine. Levine still with it. Barty drops it back. Headed by Williams. Williams wins it for the Islanders. Interception, Hernandez. All up towards Collison. And that'll be a throw for GI. Again, the difference up to this point is a 35th minute goal by Michaela Moore. Kearney has created a couple really good opportunities here in the second half, but have been unable to capitalize. Sort of the weakness, according to Coach Laren Rowe, of this team, wanting to be more clinical in front of goal. Still, though, Bearcats holding on to a 1-0 advantage. Here comes Van Kura trying to lead the charge for Kearney. Looking for ring line. Instead, Christina Palm is there for Grand Island. Throw in to Para Valencia. More than halfway through this final 40-minute period. Kearney up 1-0. Miettinen brings it down. Brought down by Peyton Corner. And a foul called on Zelo. Here's a dangerous opportunity for the Bearcats with this free kick. Trout will take this one 30 yards out. Right at the keeper, Gomez with the save. Well, I'd like to remind you that NCN coverage is proudly supported by JBS. As the #1 meat protein producer in the world, they are proud of the Grand Island employees and their shared commitment to the community. JBS, making your world stronger. Throw in here for Kearney. 16:30 and change remaining. Trout with it at her feet. Passes it off. Ring line. Shots deflected by Williams. And that'll be corner number 8 coming up for Kearney. Again, up to this point, Grand Island has significantly improved on their set-piece defending. Columbus scored on 3 corner kicks on Tuesday against the Islanders, and have yet to score this time is Kearney after now 8 corner kicks. Coach Hannafy will be happy about that. It's just, can they find that end product on the other end? Corner number 9 coming. Sent in by Levine. And we have a penalty kick upcoming. Peyton Corner taken down in the box. And the referee points to the spot. So Allie Trout is stepping up to take this one. Trout with just 1 goal and this season, also 5 assists. Trout goes right. Gomez with the save. What a stop by the keeper. And that keeps her team in it with 15 and change to go. And now it's great reaction by Gomez. Sometimes keepers will decide which way they're jumping beforehand and just hope. But you could tell she waited till the ball was kicked and then made her move, as we have a Kearney player down as well. Not quite sure who it is. We'll take a quick break, and actually we might stay here. Yeah, check that. Player is coming off with the help of a trainer, which is good to see. And it's Sydney Weiler, sophomore defender, who's being helped off the field. Tenth corner of the game for Kearney, sent in. High and over the goal. Time continuing to dwindle down for Grand Island. They've had 1 golden opportunity of the game and were unable to convert. Will they find another chance? Miettinen knocks that one out of play. Ball won by Diaz. Strong tackle by Taylor Slaymaker. Up top. Ring line trying to win a corner. Instead, it'll be a goal kick. And there's Quincy Gomez, nearing that double-digit save mark. Huge one most recently on that PK. Ring line. Failed clearance. Peyton Corner with it at the top of the box, one back by Grand Island. Per Valencia. Sent towards ring line. And that shot over the uprights. That was coming from Michaela Moore, the goal scorer here today. Trout sends it in the box, dealt with. Initially a shot and again saved by Gomez. That was a hard hit ball by Vancouver. And that from about 14 yards out. Gomez again comes up huge. 11th corner now for Kearney. Nearing the 10-minute mark. Grand Island desperately searching for an equalizer. Kearney, at this point, if they get goal number 2, they're feeling pretty good. That one won't trouble Gomez. Gomez, just a sophomore, but really relishing the role of goalkeeper. Coach Brendan Hennefy really happy what she's provided between the sticks. Has been playing goalie since elementary school, so she's been doing it for a little while. Also a basketball player. Uses that athleticism as we have another player down. This is Miettinen. He's needing her right leg stretched out. So we'll take a break here with 11:17 remaining. We'll be back on News Channel Nebraska. Grand Island, as you see Olivia Miettinen being carted off after going down with a leg injury. So not the best news for Grand Island, but we'll keep our eyes on her and see if we can get a report throughout the rest of the game with 11 and some change remaining. Islanders still chasing that equalizing goal here. Michaela Moore, the goal scorer, back in the 35th minute, 5 minutes before halftime for Kearney, being the difference in this one. Ring line, squares it across the box. Gomez takes away the angle. And you can already see formationally Grand Island with more bodies forward as they're trying to find some more offensive opportunities. Van Kura tries to get it outside. That'll be Grand Island throw. Glad you're with us here on a nice Thursday afternoon. Again, we have the boys game to follow as well, a battle of two top 10 teams, and of course bitter rivals, as everyone knows, Grand Island and Kearney. A lot at stake in the nightcap. Zelo. Up to Ganea. Dispossessed. Here comes Van Kura. Ring line. Passes it off. That shot off the post, actually, by Moore. I don't think Gomez thought it was going to be quite that close. Moore looking for her second goal of the contest. Would have been the second goal of the season as well for her. Failed clearance by Grand Island. An opportunity for Kearney. Deflection and in. Lexi Levine finds the back of the net in the 72nd minute. And again, it came off a failed clearance, and Levine makes the Islanders pay. And it's going to be very hard to come back from now down 2 with under 9 minutes to go. Second goal of the season for Lexi Levine. And Grand Island has been playing well on that back line. There's been several opportunities for Kearney offensively, and they've dealt with most. The big difference is just the lack of opportunities on the offensive end for the Islanders. Haven't had enough chances to put the ball in the back of the net. One back by Levine, battling against Zelo. Booted forward by Heelan. Ring line, drops it back. Out wide, just a little too wide. Grand Island throw. Ganea with the flick up towards Hernandez. Collison, good defense yet again. We've been saying her name all night. She has not allowed anything past her. Heelan being pressured. And Ganea taking the throw. Towards Peravalencia, trying to take on defenders. May have a shot here. Good recovery on the back line. Ringline, the sophomore speedster. Pass deflected by Williams. Up to Ganea. Levine flicks it toward ring line. Williams unable to clear. Diaz comes over to help. Another chance for Kearney. Ball squared across the box. Peravalencia comes back for the interception. So we're nearing 5 minutes. Time continuing to dwindle. 2-0 your score on the Aurora Co-op scoreboard. Again, if you're Grand Island, a lot of positives to take away, but at some point, if you're Coach Hannafy and company, you're wanting those positives to turn into results on the record. And so far, if the result or the score stays the same, Grand Island will be dropping to 0-10. Throw in Kearney. Ganea trying to chase it down. Knocked out of bounds off of Rydell. Legal throw against the Islanders. Looking ahead, Kearney heads to Lincoln for the Southeast Invite this weekend when they're next in action following this contest. Grand Island heads to Kearney Catholic on Saturday. And when you look at the rest of the games on their schedule, that could be the one where Grand Island grabs that win. Stars currently sitting at 3 and 6th. After that, they head to Southeast, a top 10 team, host Lincoln North Star, and then are on the road against East and Southwest to round out the season. A little over 3 minutes to go. There's Contreras with her speed. Trying to take on two defenders, and the Bearcats win that battle again. Kearney looking to counter. Ring line. Levine making a run on the outside. Williams. Tough defense. Center back does her job. Under 2.5, Kearney with a chance for a long throw. And that'll be a goal kick. So it's Michaela Moore, goal in the 35th minute. Most recently, Lexi Levine in the 72nd. 2 goal scorers here today. Kearney maybe not done. Levine battling in the 6-yard box, gets her foot on it. Williams knocks it out, actually out of play off Kearney. Under a minute now. Less than 30. Kearney will improve to 6-3 with this result. And again, Grand Island 0-10. Of course, this is just the first half of your double dose of soccer here tonight. Boys, coming up next, battle of top 10 rivals. And we're looking forward to bringing you the action of all of that as well. That'll do it, though, here from Grand Island for the girls' contest. Kearney gets the victory 2-0 thanks to goals from Michaela Moore and Lexi Levine. We'll take a quick break, hear from winning coach Rowe as well as our player of the game, and get ready for the boys when we return on News Channel Nebraska. And welcome back here to Grand Island, wrapping up the girls' contest. Kearney gets the 2-0 victory over Grand Island. Joining me, Coach Laren Rowe. Coach, you talk about this season and not wanting to peak too early, but you got another victory now. It's 2 in a row after the loss against the GNAC. So what ultimately do you feel led to success here against Grand Island today?
You know, I think our girls played as a team today. We've had some players step up, and Michaela Moore was that girl tonight. She scored big for us and got us on the board, and then I think our team really just came together tonight. And so, like I said in our interview today, you know, I feel really good about where our girls are headed. They're starting to play as a team. They're starting to find that connectiveness, and so I couldn't be more proud of the girls coming away with the win tonight.
And what type of player is Moore? Because according to Max Preps, this was goal number 1 for her this season, so it was a good one for her.
Yeah, so Michaela's always been that player that gives her all when she's in there, whether she's a starter or not, and that's what makes her kind of a unique player. Not a lot of kids want to be in that position, and she embraces it. And like I said, I couldn't ask for more. And tonight, she just stepped up, and she's the you know, the one who got us on the board, like I said, and I'm super proud of her. So.
And also what seemed to be the big difference was Grand Island had very few opportunities in front of net, and your back line was basically shutting down everything they had. So anything specifically, tactically, that your back line was doing? I'm assuming you're pretty proud of that performance.
Yeah, you bet. Our back does a very, very good job. They're disciplined, don't let a whole lot through. And, you know, Grand Island gave us a run for our money tonight. They played very, very well, and they came ready to play tonight. I think tactically our girls, our center backs, play well together. And even though Jordan Coates is out, like I said, our girls step up to the occasion, and tonight was no different. So,
well, Coach, congrats on the win. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk to our player of the game, Michaela Moore. So, first goal of the season. Walk us through it. How were you able to pull that one off?
Well, I don't know. I was really nervous, and I saw it coming towards me, but I just kind of kicked it, and I didn't know if it was going to go in or not, so I kind of just turned around, but it was pretty exciting.
Well, and hearing your coach, he says you approach the game the same way, whether you're starting or you're coming off the bench. So how do you mentally and physically prepare when you get ready to come in?
Since I haven't been on varsity that long, I kind of have been really down on myself lately, but I just kind of tell myself that I'm gonna do the best I can, and my coach or my teammates are really supportive of me and tell me just keep me motivated and stuff, and I just know I'm gonna do my best when I'm in there. So.
Well, you certainly got that goal, so hopefully it's a momentum builder for you. How do you think you can repeat this performance, get some more goals to your stat line?
Well, I think now that I finally have my first one, I'm a little more confident and I'm a little more ready to be scoring now. So I think it'll just come.
Awesome. Well, hopefully you have more coming your way this weekend against Elkhorn. Congrats on the good performance.
Thank you.
Michaela Moore, our player of the game. She grabs the first goal. Kearney gets the victory 2-0 over Grand Island. We'll take a break and be back with boys coverage here on News Channel Nebraska. And welcome back to Grand Island. Getting ready for boys action, but before we do, let's take a look back at the top plays from the girls game. News Channel Nebraska's top plays brought to you by the Central Nebraska Regional Airport in Grand Island. With daily service to Dallas-Fort Worth and twice weekly flights to Las Vegas and Phoenix Mesa, from here you can go anywhere. Kearney coming to town to take on Grand Island. GI looking for their first win of the season. This was a good opportunity for the Islanders in the first half. Katie Zelo charging down, but the keeper Heelan comes out to make the stop. Also someone who had some great saves, Quincy Gomez, 11 in total. We'll see more coming up in this contest. Great chance by Kearney. They were unable to get on the board there, as that was the best opportunity of the game for Grand Island. Kelly Contreras had the breakaway but could not convert. Great save by Gomez, one of her 11. At this point, Kearney's up 1-0, trying to make it 2-0, but Gomez comes up huge on the PK save. Bearcats still up 1 at this point. This would put the game away, though. Lexi Levine in the 72nd minute makes it 2-0. Michaela Moore made it 1-0 in the 35th minute. Kearney goes on to win 2-0 to improve to 6-3 on the season. I'm Brandon Axelman, and those are News Channel Nebraska's top plays. Well, the boys are getting ready to go. We're just a few minutes away, so we'll take another quick break and get back with our top 10 matchup between Kearney and Grand Island when we return.